Was this the person that sexually me? You made my life a living hell.
In Courtroom 6B of the federal courthouse in Los Angeles, a female witness appeared chamber located beneath the private mansion of Justin Combs, son under absolute protection. She testified in court that she had been held captive in a sexual torture. Windows, no clocks, no water, only red lights, hidden son of Sean Diddy Combs in Holmby Hills. According to her statement, she failed to obey an order, the door locked tighter, and the food disappeared.
Back in a neat knot, she walked steadily, neither fast nor cautious. 2 security guards moved in instantly, shielding her from distant cameras using mobile barriers. During the 6-second walk to the entrance, not a single sound escaped her. Inside Courtroom 6B, sealed off since the previous night. Only 11 individuals were allowed entry, 2 federal prosecutors, 3 special jurors, 1 DOJ official, 2 FBI agents from the Organized Sexual Crimes Division, 1 forensic psychologist, and 2 defense attorneys. Press, family, and public were banned. At 9:14 a.m., a soft knock sounded from the hallway. She stood behind the bulletproof glass. No one spoke. With a nod, security escorted her in. No greetings. No noise. Justin Combs was already seated, light gray shirt, slicked back hair, hands folded under the table. No lawyer beside him, no press, no microphone. Only 2 silent cameras recorded, one on her, one fixed on his face. She approached the witness chair, unaided, no microphone, no shield. Placing a folded paper on the table, she looked up and said quietly, "I will not say it twice. Once is enough." Justin raised his right hand to cover half his face. He didn't cry, didn't flinch, just silence. At 9:18 a.m., she began. "I was brought to his house on April 12th by private car, not forced, but not informed. I was told there would be a party. There wasn't. I was led to a basement behind 3 electronically locked doors. The last had no handle on the inside." She described a room with red lighting, no windows, no water, a ceiling-mounted camera, and voice commands from an internal speaker telling her when to eat, dress, or remain still. Each failure triggered a punishment. Locked doors, withheld food. I was filmed constantly. I was not allowed to ask questions or speak. I never saw anyone, but I heard a voice's voice. At 9:31 a.m., she ended. "I'm not the only victim. I'm just the first who lived long enough to tell." No cross-examination. No response from the defense. The session was closed immediately. FBI agents secured all court records, forwarding them to the Department of Justice. Justin sat unmoving for 12 minutes after she left, face still covered, hands trembling, sweat visible along his temple. He said nothing. Outside, Homeland Hills was locked down. A temporary wall blocked journalist views. The FBI installed 4 encrypted surveillance cameras at each corner of the entrance, streaming directly to internal servers. Inside the courtroom, a nurse, anonymous and untagged, entered quietly through a side door. She carried 2 sealed folders, one a psychological report of the witness, the other containing crime scene photos taken from hidden cameras. Nobody opened them, but the labels were clear. Illicit detention, behavioral link, level 1 evidence. On the 2nd floor, FBI technicians monitoring biometric feeds logged Justin's physiological reactions, every tremor, breath shift, or hand clench. At 9:32 a.m., 1 minute after the woman's testimony concluded, she remained standing under the harsh white lighting. No one looked her in the eye. The court clerk gave a subtle nod. A guard gestured. Without turning left or right, she walked out. Her footsteps echoed on the metal floor. The door shut with a soft hiss. Justin Combs still didn't move. His hand stayed pressed to his face, now visibly shaking. No defense attorney spoke. No words were exchanged. Upstairs, the woman was taken directly to the Federal Witness Protection Suite on the 4th floor. The room is soundproof, windowless, with 1 electronically locked exit. She will not leave the courthouse for at least 24 hours.
No interior handle. As each word and chilling description echoed, the courtroom froze. No one moved. The clerk's paper lay untouched. Inside the room was only a red light, on continuously. A ceiling-mounted camera. I was filmed constantly. Not allowed to speak. Not allowed to be asked. Every morning the speaker would say what to do, what to wear, what to eat. No one appeared. No one saw. She paused for 3 seconds, looking toward Justin. He remained covered, I think he was upstairs. I'm not certain, but the speaker played his voice. I recognized it. By 9:31 a.m., she concluded with one final line, "I am not the only victim. I am just the first who survived to tell. No further questions. No defense statement." The session closed immediately. The FBI secured all records and forwarded them to the Department of Justice. Justin remained motionless for 12 minutes after she left his hand still concealing his face. Outside the courthouse, the Holmby Hills area was temporarily locked down. A nearly 2-meter-high temporary wall blocked journalists' lines of sight at the vehicle entrance. A federal task force installed 4 temporary cameras at the corners to film all arrivals and departures. Each signal was encrypted and streamed directly to an FBI server. Inside the courtroom, once testimony concluded, a nurse in a white coat with no name tag entered through the side door carrying 2 sealed files. One contained the witness's psychological evaluation, the other held crime scene photos from the hidden camera in the basement room she described. No one opened the files, but everyone saw the typed label on the cover, Illicit Detention Behavior Link. Level 1 evidence. On the technical control floor, second floor of the building, a team of 3 FBI forensic specialists monitored live feeds from the soundproofed room connected to Courtroom 6B. No audio escaped. But whenever an abnormal reaction appeared, like Justin's sudden heavy breath or tightening of his hand, they logged the exact time. In the courtroom after her final testimony, the woman did not sit down. She stood motionless. The overhead light cast a sharp white-gray glow onto half her left cheekbones. No one dared look directly into her eyes. The only movement came from the prosecutor, who set down his pen and glanced up at the wall clock. 9:32 a.m., 1 minute after the testimony. No one moved. The court clerk nodded slightly. The security guard at the rear door stepped forward, gesturing her to leave. She turned, not looking left or right. She spoke no word. Each step echoed on the metal floor. When the door shut behind her, only a soft hiss came from the soundproof hinge. Justin Combs still did not change position. His face remained covered by his right hand. His arm began to tremble. Light reflecting off the desk revealed beads of sweat trickling down the skin near his temple. But he spoke no word, not a single sound. No intervention from the defense attorney behind him either. Outside, the witness was escorted straight up to the 4th floor, the federal witness protection area. She will not leave the courthouse for at least 24 hours. The waiting room is soundproof, windowless, with a single exit locked by dual fingerprint scanners requiring simultaneous FBI and DOJ authorization.